brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson. The kicker is Cade York. He's got this one set to get started. And off we go from Denver. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Shermar Turner that time on the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Broncos.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
The ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That one caught by Smith. And he's into the end zone. Arian Smith, touchdown Denver. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carty now. He will kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Off play action. Here's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he will score. Chuba Hubbard, touchdown Bears. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. A run once more, that's Harvey. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Kayvon Thibodeau with the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd down and 3. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He finds Mims. It's complete. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Denver 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
2nd down. Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Play action now. It's Nix. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Gordon Mason, touchdown Broncos. Cardi now to add the extra point. It's up and through. The Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he will score! Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. One quarter in the books. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. They're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Here's Nix to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Third down and 9. Throwing is Nix. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. So it's fourth down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. That's the safety telling Noah Hufanga on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's the big tight end, Colston Loveland. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Hubbard. He's beyond midfield to the 45. All the way. Cuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Bears. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. York now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Harvey. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Shermart Turner that time on the tackle.
Takes it 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Bears first down. Here's Hubbard. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
What is going on?
Another run here with Hubbard. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. A first down throw for Nix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and that will lead to a second down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. That's caught. It's the tight end, Mason Taylor. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
There's a short one caught by Taylor.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Kill. Hold on a sec.
Handoff now for Harvey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 7.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
To throw is Nix. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Here's Williams now to throw. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Williams to the air once more. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. To the perimeter, he got Otunze on the out. And he's in. Rome Otunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Now it's York for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Bears have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A return now from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now to throw it here on first down. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
It is 2nd and 6. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. C.J. Gardner-Johnson from the back makes the play. From the 29. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Williams going to keep it himself. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
On third down, it's Williams. They set up the screen here to Hubbard. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
A play fake. Now Williams. A throw on the move is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Now Hubbard has some room inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 12. A big-time play for the Bears. And even 30 yards.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. On the give, it's Hubbard. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there, because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
York's kick is good. And the Bears add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Run with Harvey, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10.
Hold on, set.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll go play action here with Williams. That is intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hold on, set.
On the give, this is Harvey. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3. On the give, it's Harvey. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and goal, Harvey. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Burden, the man on the move. Off play action. Here's Williams. That's out left and complete to Burden. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Burden, the man on the move. On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard. He gets it to start the 4th. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Chicago.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Another run here for Robinson. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Can't imagine it's very fun tackling a guy like this, Mike, when he gets a full head of steam, great vision, the physicality to finish the run through contact. And I think defensively, they're just happy they were able to get him on the ground.
They'll get a yard or 2 to the 8th. 2nd and goal.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he's in! Ryan Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
York is good on the extra point. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
2nd down. Nix. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked picked off by Taron Johnson. Give, and here comes Robinson. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. They'll go again with Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. On the give, it's Robinson. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
3rd and inches.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Here's a designed run. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up 4th down.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. He'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the first down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.